In this video, I'm going to be going over the Gena Carano suing Disney and Lucasfilm. She's claiming that they let her go, or fired her because of her political views, and so I thought I would give my my 2 cents for whatever that's worth on the whole situation here. So it says martial arts fighter turned actress Gena Carano left The Mandalorian in 2021. Really good show, by the way, after starring in 2 series as Rebel Ranger Cara Dune. Now she is suing the 2 entertainment companies behind the show. Actress Gena Carano is suing Disney and Lucasfilm for wrongful termination and discrimination, claiming she was dropped from The Mandalorian for expressing her personal political opinions. Carano was fired in February 2021 over political opinions she expressed on social media, the lawsuit said, after starring in 2 series of Disney Plus Star Wars series The Mandalorian as Rebel Ranger Cara Dune. It has a little bit of redundancy there, but that's okay. So yeah, I mean, this came as a surprise to no one that after she made the tweets like that and then she just happened to get fired. I mean, people can put 2 and 2 together and see that there was a little bit of, I think, wrongful discrimination there too. I mean, this is supposed to be America where we're allowed to have opposing opinions, and even people that you don't even necessarily agree with, you should be able to at least find a way to cooperate in that disagreement. I mean, that is like the backbone of a functioning society. It's not how we handle agreements, it's how we handle disagreements. If we can't handle disagreements in a, I don't even, not even necessarily professional, but a cordial manner, then what are we doing exactly? The whole idea is kind of, it it honestly, it blows me away and it doesn't blow me away, because I know that America is at the point now where it's just like it's a free for all in terms of what people say, and it's almost like you can, if you only align with certain narratives, you get the pass, and if you align with anything else, you're a hypocrite, a bigot, yada yada yada, every name in the book. It's it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I mean, plus the internet's the internet. I mean, people are gonna say whatever they want on the internet. You can't ever stop that. But in terms of a functioning society, it's not helping anybody by any means. It says the 41-year-old had referenced the Nazis' treatment of Jewish people while discussing political differences in the U.S. at the time. Production company Lucasfilm then released a statement suggesting her social media post denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. The actress's complaint, filed at the Californian District Court on Tuesday, is financially supported by X Corp, the Elon Musk-owned social media platform. She is seeking at least $75,000 in compensatory word damages and a trial by jury. So I'm trying to remember. I don't have the exact tweet. Let me actually see if I could find the tweet real quick. Gena Carano tweet. Let's see here. Oh, tweet on Lucasfilms. Okay, let's see here. Oh my word, ads. Ads, 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 ads. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, oh, we got rid of all of that nonsense. Here it is. Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating people from their political views? Now, this is a little bit of an extreme example for sure. I do agree with it that it is a slow fade, as it were, a slow build up, as all things are, where it's like over time you gradually get people to hate each other more and more, and that is the recipe for a collapsing society. It's, of course, people don't really like her using that Jewish or the Holocaust as a reference, and I can understand it a little bit. It's definitely not to the point that is, obviously, not anywhere close. But I do think she is making a valid point that if the whole reason the Nazi regime was able to do what they did is because they slowly got everybody to turn on the Jews and then to turn them in, and then that's what led to the persecution of them. So while it's a very extreme example, I do see where she was coming from, and whether or not she deserved to be fired for that, I don't think she did, honestly. I mean, obviously not, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's people say some very, very crazy things on the internet, and her referencing that, not even as like a one-to-one direct comparison, but kind of just showing that that's how that whole situation started. Obviously, that did not warrant her being fired. I mean, she did a really good job in the show, too. I mean, I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. I haven't even caught up on the most current seasons, but yeah, it's just a shame to see that people can have an opinion that is unpopular or non-progressive, and then they get flack for it and fired for it. I think it's just ridiculous. It says in the court documents, it is claimed that Disney and Lucasfilm targeted, harassed, publicly humiliated, defamed, and went to great lengths to destroy Carano's career. Carano also claims she was treated differently to her male co-workers according to the lawsuit. Lawyer Gene Share, I believe, managing partner at Share Jaff, said Disney bullied Miss Carano, trying to force her to conform to their views about cultural and political issues, and when that bullying failed, they fired her. Punishing employees for their speech on political or social issues is illegal under California law. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Even California, which is just, it seems like California is going off the deep end. I really don't know any other way to say it. I mean, they pass all these laws that are just absolutely horrendous. Everything is super expensive in California. And then everybody ends up leaving because the same people who voted all that nonsense in realize how bad it is and they leave. But that's a topic for another video. And yeah, I mean, there have been some very, very crazy things said on the internet by professional actors and things like that, popular people. And so for her to say that or tweet that and then get fired shortly after, which, let's be honest, that's why she got fired. I don't know if the defense is trying to make it seem like that wasn't the reason, but it was. I mean, it was shortly after that she got fired. But yeah, it's I haven't looked closely into the California law, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that California has tried to change that law. But hopefully they haven't, and hopefully that is definitely something they can bring up in terms of a hopefully that's something that I can bring up as a reference when going forward with this suit. Carano, who began her career as a mixed martial arts fighter, has starred in other Hollywood franchises, including Fast and Furious 6 as Riley Hicks, Deadpool, played Angel Dust. We rely on our leaders and people in positions of power to be just, cool headed, and steady handed, and to be able to listen to all sides of the story, keep the peace, and act justly, she said. Some of us have been unjustly singled out, harassed, persecuted, and had our livelihoods stripped away because we dared to encourage conversation, ask questions, and refuse to go along with the mob. And see, this is my view on it too. It's like there's obviously people out there who do not agree with everything that you say. I mean, I know I hold my own values, and there's a lot of people that don't hold them. I'm not going to go out there and start petitioning that everyone who doesn't agree with me be banned, because that's ridiculous. Everybody has their own way that they view the world, and I think that the healthiest a society can be is when we're able to come together and debate without it turning to a hate mob and destruction and things of that nature. When we're able to come together and debate, like she said, cool-headed. Obviously, some emotions are always involved, but keeping them under control as best as you can, and discussing the differences in our philosophies, our values, and what we consider to be a just society. I think that is what gives rise to what America is supposed to be. That's one of the reasons that made America great in what it is. And the farther and farther we get from that by all this constant tension and trying to split two sides where you're either right or left, yada, 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 this way or that way. All this division does nothing to bring about any type of solution or even any progress towards a solution, let alone even being able to discuss what that solution would be. So yeah, I'm definitely on her side when it comes to this suit. Honestly, I feel like 75,000 isn't enough. I hope that she is able to win with this, because I do believe that just because of your political values, you should not be singled out and fired. Seems a little ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot of actors that on their personal level, I don't agree with anything they do, but I appreciate what they do as an actor. So, I mean, do I think they should be fired for that? No. So I don't think she should be fired for her political beliefs either. So anyway, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this whole situation. It is an honest excuse me. I saw it the post about it yesterday, and I'm like, wow, I really thought that was back in 2021, but I guess she's just now filing that suit. And it was cool to see that Elon Musk was backing it, so I cannot wait to see where this goes. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and like I said, comment what your views, opinions on this are, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.